What's going on, guys? Nemesis here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing my subscribers' Pekka Bridge Bam gameplay. So without further ado, please make sure to like and subscribe. So let's get into it. Okay, so we got our first game here. We got our subscriber Alex Games. He's going to be playing against this Splasher deck with Bowler, Baby Dragon, and Graveyard Poison. So it looks a little difficult. Especially because he has Electro Wizard, and Electro Wizard is really good against Pekka Bridge Bam, especially because obviously how your Battle Ram is like your win condition and E-Wiz just stuns it all the time. But let's see. So Magic Archer in the back in response to his Electro Wizard, pretty solid play right there. Nothing too crazy right now. He's gonna go for a poison, and let's see what you want to do here. So far you're gonna play a Bandit right there, totally fine. At this point in time, it's kind of unfortunate that you gave him King activation already. My biggest tip I could probably give you is that it's really important to try to understand in the beginning of the game what your opponent is playing. Even if you don't know exactly what he's playing, you need to kind of have a general idea of what the opponent might be running. So this guy he revealed a poison, he revealed a Baby Dragon, and that should already tell you that he might be like a Splasher deck. Even like with the Electro Wizard, there's some Splasher decks that do run E-Wiz. It's not too often you'll see that, but yeah, just kind of be on the lookout for that for sure. But it's totally fine. You're gonna go for a Pekka right there. He's gonna go for a Golden Knight. At this point in time, that was a really bad zap actually. You could have used it for a Bandit instead. Like you could have gotten a Bandit a lot off sooner, and you would have had the elixir to defend that Bowler as well with like a Ghost. So you would have gotten a lot of damage right there if you didn't use that zap on the offense. And yeah, so far, yeah, this matchup is all about honestly trying to get a big damage lead in single elixir, or even possibly just take his tower, because against this deck or against any kind of like Lumberloon deck with the Bowler and the Freeze as well, against those heavy elixir decks, they're very punishable in single elixir, and as time progresses, like double and triple, it definitely gets a lot harder to break through. So try to get a really big damage lead in single, because that's like pretty much your only chance of winning. So you're gonna go for Bandit, totally fine. Just kind of keeping the pressure up. It's really important in this matchup that you need to study his cycle. You want to find the perfect time to play Pekkas at the bridge, because obviously when you're going against like Lumberloon, or you're going against this kind of deck with the graveyard, pretty much counting his cycle is like a key to victory, because that's the only way you're going to break through, because having to deal with a Bowler plus an Electro Wizard on defense is really hard to come by. But like if you know his Bowler's out of rotation, try to pressure opposite lane a little bit. And yeah, so let's see, you're going to go for Bandit opposite lane, totally fine. And let's see what you want to do here. You can go for Electro Wizard in the back. And let's see, I'm going to go for Royal Ghost as well, just playing a little bit passively. It's like, it's not bad at all. He's going to go for an Electro Wizard right there, Magic Archer in the middle, totally fine. Let's see what you want to do there. I think you took the zap because he might have popped the Golden Knight ability, which is totally fine. Always important to also try to kill his defenses. So, because if you don't kill his defenses, he can form a counter push with the graveyard, and it will be very difficult to defend. The E-Wiz, you could have probably played your E-Wiz a little bit more below to try to hit a few more of the skeletons, to be honest. But other than that, it's definitely a hard matchup in double and triple elixir. But single, it's definitely your matchup, and that's the only way you can really break through, like I said earlier. And yeah, that Pekka was really bad too. There's really no point in playing a Pekka in the back when you're already down so much, just because you're just going to get punished like that. So yeah, GG's though. Let's move on to the next game. Okay, so we got our next game here, and we got a Pekka versus the Lumberloon deck with Freeze and stuff like that. I'm sure you guys seen it a lot as well. It's kind of similar to like the last match that we just showed, and this goes down to like another pretty much the same playstyle you want to play, just taking advantage of single elixir, because that's sort of the only weakness. You're gonna go for a Bandit in the back, totally fine. Ghost in the back as well, totally fine as well. At this point in time, kind of just chilling, seeing what he is. That Battle Ram was a mistake. I feel like you should have played it opposite lane for sure. Because now, even in general, like when you're playing Pekka, you don't really want to stack things in like the same lane. So like if you're gonna go for a Ghost and then he hasn't played anything, play something else in the back but the opposite lane, because he's more likely than not obviously going to defend that card that you played first. And then if you're playing another card, the same card that they originally just played is going to defend the second card as well, if that makes sense. So yeah, just play something in the opposite lane when you do that. Let's see, so Inferno Dragon right there. He's gonna go, oh my gosh, that is so aggressive. A balloon plus a baby dragon. You're gonna go for E was high, pretty nice, plus a zap. You know, pretty clean so far. I don't really agree with the minions, but it's not the end of the world. Definitely in this matchup, since you have minions, obviously you didn't know what this guy was playing in the beginning, but like, it's pretty funny how, because when you have minions in this matchup, if you have like a Pekka first play, you could like Pekka first play, and then they could go for like balloon opposite lane, or even if they just go like a balloon lumberjack, you could just minions, and the minions will take care of the lumberjack plus the balloon, and then you could just literally 3-crown them right then and there because of how much elixir you just generated from the amount of advantage your minions just got. So yeah. But minions are pretty good in this matchup, obviously. I think it's probably better than Magic Archer. But to be fair, you also have Poison, and it's not as good as opposed to Fireball in this matchup as well. So you're going to go for a Band in the back. You're going to go for Electro Wizard. Totally fine. He's going to go for a, a freeze. You're going to go for a Zap. I would Pekka right now in front of this E-Wiz because he doesn't have Inferno Dragon, and that is perfect. Really well played right there. That Battle Ram was terrible. You do not want to play Battle Rams with the Pekkas like that because he has Bowler. And sometimes these players will also have an Electro Dragon instead of a Baby Dragon. So when you're doing that kind of push, don't play your Battle Rams behind the Pekkas. Play them opposite lane because it's going to force them to play a lot more Elixir than they really want to play. Oh, that's sad for the minions as well. There's bad timing, but it is what it is. Let's see. Okay, you're going to go for E was high and plus a poison, totally fine. Okay, he's going to go for a really nice NATO. I agree with the NATO he just did. And yeah, let's see here. Oh, wow. He just went for like a last second freeze. That sucks. Pretty much, if they're going to play aggressive like that, the only thing you can do is play aggressive yourself. Don't just like defend because more likely than not, they're just going to get a good freeze off. So when they're going for like a balloon like that with the baby dragon, pressure as well, just like this. Like, don't play things in the back as well. Just do not play things in the back. This is a matchup where you don't want to like roll things in the back because they have really heavy cards, so you want to play things at the bridge to kind of keep them on their elixir in check, essentially. So, yeah. Okay, you're going to go for Bandit right there. You know, it is what it is. Yeah, see, a Battle Ram again. I don't really agree with that as well. You should have just, like, defended the Lumberjack and then played a Battle Ram afterwards or something. Yeah, just don't Battle Ram behind the Pekkas like that because the bowler just gets insane amounts of value. And let's see here. You're going to go for another play. So you're going to go for a Ghost as well. And you're going to go for minions. Yep, I agree with the minions. Pretty much you kind of have to because your tower is super low in HP. Your Ghost is getting a lot of value right there. We're just going to go for a really nice NATO. But yeah, this is looking not the greatest right now because of how much HP your tower has left. That Pekka wasn't that great either. You know, there's really nothing you can do. I would have just cycled like cheap cards in the back again, like a Battle Ram, or cycled a Ghost. Don't play your Pekkas. It's really important in this matchup that Pekkaing the bridge is the key. You do not want to play Pekkas in the back like that, like I said, unless it's like single elixir and you have minions and you could just starting hand them. That's the only time you really want to Pekka in this matchup. And this push just looks like way too much to defend. Yeah, this is basically going to be game. To be fair, it's kind of harder in double elixir, obviously, but single elixir, that's basically your time to shine, and you will just overwhelm the guy if you play correctly in single elixir. But good try. Let's go for the next one. Okay, so we got our next game here. We got Elixir Princess versus this guy. He's going to be playing Lavaloon with the Mighty Miner. It's actually a pretty hard matchup. I don't know why. I say this time and time again. It's pretty funny how Mighty Miner has so much HP for no reason. Like, it does not deserve that much HP. But she's going to kick things off with a Band in the back. He's going to go for a Mega Minion. And let's see here. Let's see what's going to happen here. Magic Arch in the back, totally fine as well. It's a pretty safe play. And let's see here. So he's going to go for a Tombstone. Bandit's going to get one hit on the Tombstone as well. And let's see. He's going to go for... I don't really agree with that Royal Ghost because you're kind of playing it into the Tombstone. You should have played it on the other side, like in the other corner of the opposite lane. Because now the Ghost is basically just going to get no value whatsoever at this point. So yeah, that was just a bad Royal Ghost. But, okay, Fireball. I agree with the Fireball, you know. It's going to force out more cards if you just don't use the Fireball, essentially. So let's see. Mighty Miner for that thing. And, let's see. Bandit in the back, pretty safe play. Typically, I like to try to keep my air cards a lot in this matchup because you know, you're playing against Lavaloon and you want to keep your Electro Wizard and Magic Archer in your hand. Obviously, that's a pretty good Magic Archer. It doesn't really matter. He's going to have to force a Fireball anyway, so it's totally fine. And at this point, you should probably be pressuring at the bridge just to get the Tombstone out of hand, and that's exactly what you do. And I would probably, at this point, I would Pekka the bridge, because this Ghost is going to kill the Tombstone. And if you Pekka the bridge right there, it was going to be a really hard time for him to defend, because he doesn't have Tombstone in hand, and you have a Zap for his Mighty Miner if he played it. He had like all the answers. If he went for Skeleton Dragons, he had a Fireball as well, so he would just pretty much get destroyed right there, but it's totally fine at the end of the day. Yeah, it's pretty important, like I say time and time again. Against Lava Hounds, you always want to pressure when they pressure. This guy honestly isn't even rolling Hounds in the back. I'm really surprised by that, because that's what literally pretty much every Lava Hound player would do. They would just roll a Hound in the back regardless of like what you have. So, but there's his first Hound, I think. And this is a really nice play right here. I like that Royal Ghost kind of more in the middle, just in case if you had the Tombstone in the middle. I really like that. And Battle on opposite lane, really good, really good. Fireball, I agree. Oh my gosh. That Fireball was glorious. And yeah, this guy's basically done for. So that was actually really well played. I really liked the push you formulated right there. The Royal Ghost plus the E-Wiz. That was just like nothing he can do pretty much. And yeah, this is looking super good so far. And what am I saying? Like super good. This is looking really good. Like this guy is done for. So really well played. And let's go ahead and jump to the next one. Okay, so we've got our next game here. We got Asfar, and then we got against this other guy right here, Karupi or something. So let's see. Asfar, he's going to be playing a different kind of Pekka deck. It's not like the traditional Pekka Bridgeband with like the Minions Poison or the Marcher Fireball. This guy has Golden Knight, and I think something else, I don't know. So yeah, there's the Golden Knight right there. So the opponent's going to go for Miner plus that. I really like the Electro Wizard, really good time to Electro Wizard. Oh yeah, he has Elite Barbarians as well. That's the other card. So let's see here. So this deck of Pekka definitely has a lot of Bridge Spam potential, or Bridge Spam output, because the Golden Knight and the Elite Barbarians, like if you get really good time to Elite Barbarians off when they're really low in Elixir, E-Barbs are just so devastating. Magic Archer in the middle, totally fine. See, like that's what I'm talking about. He's just gonna go for E-Barbs at the bridge, like exactly what I'm talking about. But let's see. Opponent has a Tombstone, which is actually pretty solid. Oh, that's actually a good zap too. So, and look at all the damage this E-Barb is doing. It's just literally taking his entire tower pretty much. So, really well played so far. And honestly, like this matchup isn't even that bad. It's all just about card counting. Like, and that's kind of how I say for a lot of Pekka decks. If you're playing Pekka, one of the biggest tips I can give you is just count the cards, like count the opponent's cycle, because like Pekka is a deck where you can really take advantage if the opponent makes a bad play in terms of like cycling the wrong card, and you can really take advantage because of how much bridge spam it actually has. He was right there, Bandit right there. Let's see here. See what you want to do now. He's gonna go for bandits right there, and at this point in time, everything's looking really nice. It's kind of awkward. I don't know if you want to play E-Barbs in front of that. Yeah, that was kind of an awkward play. I might have just eaten the damage, to be honest with you, and rolled like a Pekka in the back or something. And then, because they have Magic Archer, looks very important, to be honest, in this matchup, because the Tombstone has Skeleton Barrel. And yeah, I feel like it's really important to keep the... I mean, that's, honestly, that Fireball isn't even that bad either, because you can defend this pretty easily with like an Electro Wizard or a Zap right here. Yeah, Electro Wizard, yeah, pretty safe play. Obviously, like, if it was single, that would be a bad play, but double, since you have cards that can really defend this guy's push, like a Golden Knight, Electro Wizard, you're definitely big chillin' right now. So, yeah. Let's see, he's gonna go for Pekka in the back. I like that play because he rolled a 4 elixir card, such as the Dark Prince right there. So, Pekka's just gonna destroy the Dark Prince. And let's see here. Zap, really good time zap on top of the Skeleton Barrel. And really, there's nothing I see wrong with this gameplay at all. This guy's basically screwed. You could just Fireball for game, essentially, because it will take tower right there. And yeah, really well played to this guy. Are you going to take this other tower right here, too? Yeah, you are. Nice. GG's, man. Let's go for the final game. Okay, so we've got our final game here. And let's see. The opponent's going to be playing, like the same deck from the first replay, actually. It's going to be the Splash Shard with the Golden Knight and stuff like that. And yeah, so let's see here. You're going to go for E-Wiz in the back. Opponent's gonna go for the baby dragon. He's gonna go for he's gonna go for poison, and you're gonna go for a bandit at the bridge. Honestly, I'm a little like, I don't know about the bandit at the bridge because he might have had a tornado. Because obviously, if you see a baby dragon plus a poison, you can assume that he's probably playing like a control deck such as graveyard. But obviously, he didn't play the tornado, so you're good. You know, you're good for now. This is a matchup, like I say. I feel like I already said it though. Is that you really gotta find your opening in single elixir, because as time progresses, it's just gonna get way harder to break through. Especially this guy has a golden knight, so he has a champion plus 2 resets, such as the bowler and the electro wizard for your battle ram. I would have played that battle ram opposite lane because it would have just been a little bit harder for him to defend it, because now his bowler is getting a ton of value, just destroying the battle ram right behind the Pekka. And yeah, so let's see here. I would probably go for a bandit on this thing as soon as like the bowler crosses, obviously, because you just want the tower to DPS it down. Yep, perfect. It's a good play. And he doesn't have a tornado, obviously, right now, so it's totally fine. Probably just play another E-Wiz kind of low again. Okay, you got a dash right there, pretty good. So far, so good. I don't really see too many misplays. Okay, I see that you pressured right there, but and I like that, but I just think you weren't really counting his cycle because he just had a bowler right again. But it's totally fine. I really like the idea though, because he didn't have bowler at the time until he had to cycle a card. But like I said, this matchup is definitely really hard going into double and triple. So honestly, if you do not find your opening in single, it's basically gonna be game, unfortunately, because of how much defense this guy actually has. So you're gonna go for a ban in the back. He's gonna go for skeletons. I'll probably just take a Zap to cycle, to be honest. Yep, Zap to cycle. Probably E-Wiz the back again. Yep. Let's see what he wants to do. He's gonna go for a golden knight. Probably just play a ghost in the back. Okay, that Pekka was a little interesting because now the baby dragon isn't going to get locked onto the king tower, or by the princess tower, I should say. But on opposite lane, I don't really agree with that because he has a bowler in his hand. The only time you can really even pressure this guy is when he uses his bowler. Like, don't play a card. Like, the only time you want to pressure the bridge is when you Pekka and then he bowlers. When he bowlers the Pekka, that's what you want to try to get him to do, is him bowlering the Pekka, and then you want to sell out opposite lane because the only time you can even break through after that is when his bowler's out of rotation. So yeah. Let's see, Ghost right there, Pekka in the back. You know, not too bad. Let's see what you want to do here. He's gonna go for E-Wiz. I'll probably, let's see here, maybe Battle Ram opposite lane. Maybe. Okay, Bandit 2, that's totally fine. Just like I said, man, this matchup is so bad. There's really nothing you can do. Yeah, just kind of sell out again opposite the lane here. Yeah, I see what you're doing. I really like the way you're formulating these pushes. But with all the resets, the tornado and stuff, very difficult. E-Wiz is getting a lot of damage though on the right hand side, which is super nice. I'll probably just like bandit this bowler or something. Let's see. Yep, bandit the bowler. He's gonna go for that. Ghost opposite lane, totally fine as well. Just trying to find the opening essentially. Minions in the back. I'll probably just sell out again on the left hand side because he just used a bowler, which is what you're gonna do. Yep, Pekka right there. I really agree with the way you're playing, honestly. Let's see, E-Wiz right there. He's gonna go for a electro wizard. Bandit right there for the bowler. I agree with that. Not taking the bowler damage. He's gonna go for a baby dragon. You're gonna get a nice dash right there though, which is pretty solid. Let's see what you want to do here. Okay, you're gonna go for a battle ram. Let's see. Okay, minion split. I really like the way you're splitting the minions in the back as well. Trying to get a good dueling push going. I'd probably pack up the middle potentially. Okay, you're gonna go for a bandit right there. Totally fine. Doesn't really matter. I'm okay. Going for a ghost up high as well. And let's see. He's gonna go for an electro wizard on the side. Like I said, man, this like you can't even feel sorry because this matchup is so bad. I think just go for a poison, and yeah, there's just nothing you can do. His cards just get too much value. He has a champion plus 2 resets for the battle ram. But good try. I really like the way you're formulating the pushes, but it's just simply too much to like actually, you know, play against. But yeah, you did your best, man. That's going to wrap up this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll do more in the future.